Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about all the breaking news and announcements that came out from South by Southwest presentation. Wow, we have just got a plethora of news and nothing but goodness that has come out of South by Southwest presentation with Disney and storytelling, or world building as they call it. We're going to be going over a lot of that information. We'll show some clips. That the actual live stream they did, it got privated. So thankfully I was able to get some of those clips and I'll showcase it in today's video. So this is a recap of everything that happened today at this presentation, which was so cool. So freaking cool. The first thing we're going to start off with is the Star Wars announcements, which we were so excited to get more detail. Very happy. You know, this is very specific to Disneyland. Here we got this image, but let me go into it. So a new adventure is coming your way, so prepare to jump to light speed. First announced at D23, a new adventure involving Din Djarin, Mandalorian, and Grogu coming to Disneyland and Walt Disney World. So it's both. The future of world building at Disney panel, South by Southwest. The Mandalorian creator, Disney legend Jon Favreau was on stage with the Imagineers. One of the coolest things about Disney is how we could tell our stories in so many different formats. And this one's a digital aspect because that's what Smuggler's Run is. It's something that could only be done at Disney, bringing avid Star Wars fans closer to the stories they know and love via the innovative magic at Disney parks. This update is only a parsec or two away, both the upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu movie that this update to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run will debut on May 22nd, 2026. So when the movie comes out, we get this new ride-through on Smuggler's Run. Opening an attraction and such a massive movie on the same day wouldn't be possible without the relationship we have with Disney, or inside Disney. John and Dave have shared their story with us. Working alongside the Mandalorian team, the Imagineers captured the scenes for the attraction on the movie set, and you might see some familiar and beloved Star Wars locations aboard the Millennium Falcon. Care for a trip to Cloud City, anyone? This isn't going to retell what happens in the movie. It's more like participating in something that's happening just off camera from what you see in the film. Wow. So freaking cool. See, you know, I feel like Smuggler's Run is really going to like shine with this new update that's coming, and especially being Mando. But that's not the only thing making the jump from the parks to the movies. Vice versa, you might see some playful BDX droids around Disneyland before. Soon they'll take a trip to Walt Disney World, Tokyo Disneyland, and Paris. So we're going to have BDX droids going everywhere. But before I keep going, I just want to showcase these images. Look at that. This is where Smuggler's Run is going to be taking us. Are you freaking kidding me? This is going to be an epic ride through. I hope Disney doesn't slow down with the concept of new ride-through for Smuggler's Run. You know what I mean? Like, be complacent. Like, is this the one for the next 5 years? They need to keep it coming. This is great. It's a great way to keep Smuggler's Run fresh. But really curious how all of this is going to play out, especially it being revolved around Mando, Grogu. Kind of ties into the movie. This is just epic. It's freaking epic. Also, too, these droids, you know, we've seen them at Disneyland, but they're going to make their way out. But they shared something cool about these droids, never before seen. Let me play it.
Work through the... Oh, actually, I think there he is right now.
No good. No good.
Remember, there he is. So these are the Anzellans, right? And J.J. Abrams first came up with them for the Rise of Skywalker. We used them in the Mandalorian show. They're going to be in the new film, The Mandalorian Grogu, and they specialize in droid repair. And this little guy's name is Otto. Yeah. Is that him? Yeah. So Otto, he's a little bit obstinate from what I heard.
Yeah. Whoa! What language? This is a family show. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna get. I guess that's Otto. I don't know. My first thought was that's Baba Freak. You know what I mean? But that is cool to essentially have an animatronic on top of an animatronic. The whole storytelling of it, it's like working on the BDX droid. Freaking cool. Freaking cool. All right, let's keep going. So those are going to be coming to other Disneys around the world. And that is it for this news. May 22nd is the big day, though, for the Falcon. Can't wait to get on that. All right, let's keep going with this news that dropped. We got some awesome news with Monsters, Inc. They debuted what the load station's going to be and how it's going to participate and come to life. Wow. Wow. All right. So we know that the swinging door aspect of Monsters, Inc. roller coaster was coming to life. We've had pictures of those, the whole ride through essentially, roller coaster wise. But let me show you this. Here we go.
6, 5, 4.
So this is a great look. Look at that. It's a great look at what the ride system is going to be, what it's going to feel like. Obviously, the swinging doors is what they're aiming for. Let's see. What do we really need to read here? While many details about the attraction are still locked up in the laughing canister, the Imagineer team is ready to reveal the load area for the attraction. I could actually go to our good buddy Scott Gustin. He provided, it's like a better video. Scott. Here we go. Yeah, this video goes, it's just more clear of what's going on with this Monsters, Inc. This is cool. So you're going to load, and then there's going to be a big arm or there's going to be like a rise that's happening where you actually get on and locked in the track at that point in time. Very cool technology. Disney's never done anything like this. Supposedly this has been done in like other theme parks and their roller coaster, but for Disney, this is the first time. Very innovative and cool. Like, I think it just like adds to the element that like, the doors come down and then the doors go back up and go back into the vault. It just goes with the storytelling, literally. We are a door. And this is a ride that's coming to Disney Hollywood Studios. There's the hype for this is insane. This one's going to be a heavy hitter. Obviously, we're going to get Monstropolis Land. I'm assuming lots of restaurant, quick service, character. It's just going to be cool. Monsters, Inc. coming to Hollywood Studios is going to be epic. So wanted to go over that. Not much really after that. We just got a good picture of the load area. So let me keep going. Let me go to my Instagram real quick just to make sure. Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going because there's a lot to talk about. We'll close that. So Cars, we finally got more information. Go off-roading with the new vehicles for Cars ride. We got some sketches, concept art, I guess you want to call it, of what ride vehicles we might be getting on, essentially. Life is an off-road rally race. And this is the big one. This is the very big one because Walt Disney World lost Rivers of America for this attraction, for this land, I guess you could say. So this one is like, I feel like the most is riding on this being just an absolute hit. Everybody forgets somehow that a Rivers of America even existed. I don't know if they're going to achieve that, but this attraction, they got to hit a home run. There's no other, like, it can't be mid. It has to be by fire, the most incredible experience. I'm traveling to Walt Disney World for that. Like, it has to be that. Let's see. Our primary goal is creating an emotional experience for our guest. For this Cars attraction, we need to invent a new type of ride vehicle. No one builds these in a factory because it has to do so much more than just carrying you from one place to another. We have to create a car that conveys a feeling when you ride it. The team took a trip to Arizona to jump in a real off-road vehicle to see what it felt like driving over the rocky terrain. These are the things Lightning McQueen and Mater haven't experienced before. Life racing over the rocky terrain, ascending to the mountain peaks, and dodging around geysers. How do you take these real-world elements and put a car spin on it? I'm asking the same question. We actually got a video. Let's get to it.
We have all that data collected and an idea of the kind of experience that we want to deliver. We get to finally start working on the attraction vehicle. So here is an early look at the model. Think of this as more of a three-dimensional sketch we use as a proof of concept. We want these things to feel like they jumped right out of the screen of the world of cars.
I mean, Lightning and Mater will be there for sure. Here's some sketches of some of the other characters you may meet. We had Pixar working with.
So I feel, I don't know. These sketches, at least in the world of X, I feel like this one kind of has been heartbreaking. Or not this sketch, this right here. I feel like expectations were super high. And then now that, this is kind of the world that they're trying to live in for this ride system. Because at first, remember, we got these like trackless vehicles that were going off-roading and whatever. There's a track. There is a track right in the middle. And I guess they're going to put bumps throughout the thing instead of the actual terrain. I don't know. We're very early on in this thing. But this is just their proof of concept kind of idea. As you can see, that's the ride vehicle that they're aiming for. Are we going to get kind of like an indie vibe out of this too? We'll see. We will see. Let me keep reading. From there, the Imagineers worked with Motocross Company to build the real dirt track to race around and took the data to begin work on creating how the ride vehicles will eventually move and race. We're using customized production vehicle. It has sensors all over it, and we're taking it for test drives on our track dirt to gather the data on how the vehicles respond to the terrain. Okay, we already read that. That's where Pixar's team steps in. For some show and tell to get the crowd revved up, Doctor shared some early concept sketches. Okay, we already talked about that. Talked about the terrain. All right, that's it for that. I don't think we need to go beyond that. I'm really curious. The weight of the world is really on this ride, like just hitting a home run. In these videos, we're seeing them actually driving, But that's it for that. That's the cars, kind of new looks that we got into it all. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, let's keep going. This is where they took the adventure now to Avenger Campus. Which is super exciting because they actually brought out this dude right here, Robert Downey Jr. I love when theme parks bring cast from whatever storytelling they're trying to do and make it part of the experience. No one else is better than Robert Downey Jr. Like, that's literally Iron Man. And that's so cool that they're trying to have him be part of Avenger Campus. And then Bruce Vaughn, which is literally the top of Imagineering. Today, during the Future of World Building at Disney, Kevin Feige and Bruce Vaughn with the one attraction Avengers Infinity Defense. Avengers Infinity Defense. That doesn't roll off the tongue. You'll assemble with the Avengers and battle King Thanos across multiple worlds, joining along the likes of Black Panther, Ant-Man, Hulk, so many other favorites to save the universe again. We actually got a video on that. Let's hit it. Where is it? Right here.
Recently broke ground on a massive expansion for our Avengers campus at California Adventure, where we are doubling the size of the land with two new incredible attractions. First, in Avengers Infinity Defense, you'll assemble with the Avengers to battle King Thanos himself across multiple worlds. And our guests will also be joining Black Panther, Ant-Man, Hulk, and many of our other favorite Avengers to save the universe once again.
It is, I think, by far the largest collections of heroes we've ever put into one attraction. Yep. And as Bruce said, it all leads up to a huge battle with King Thanos. I think you guys are going to love it.
Yeah.
So Danny said that video is something that was showed at D23. D23 wasn't live streamed. Wasn't really even public. They just kind of dropped Parks blogs. So that's all we got. So for me, when I watched this, I literally thought it was new. I was like, what? This is so cool. So freaking cool. Yeah. But I guess it's something that was shared at D23. They shared it again. I'm glad that we were able to see this. But the most important fact that was said here is that they have broken ground. That is correct. They have broken ground. And recently, talk about breaking ground. I posted on my X. Let me see if I could find it real quick. And you could actually see a dirt field being created behind Avenger Campus. So that's cool to hear, from literally the top Imagineer that the ground has broken. Let me see. Where is it? This is a photo from a reel that was posted by Faced Ripped Off. There was a visual from the sky. But as you can see, this is Avenger Campus right here. Look at that. And that right there is a Infinity Defense, this humongous expansion. What still survives as of right now is the Red Car Trolley building, but yeah, that'll be gone soon. But yeah, they've confirmed ground has been broken, as they say. I'm excited. I am so excited for Avenger expansion. But you can't just wake up one day and know the ins and outs of battling like an Avenger. You got to train. The second attraction going to an Avenger Campus Stark Flight Lab will put you inside Tony Stark's workshop to check out some of the new tech he's working on and allow you to test it yourself. And who's better to show than Tony Stark himself? So Robert Downey Jr. came out and they started giving us these crazy cool looks at what's to come. And Tony, it's such a hard name, Stark Flight Lab. They even gave us a name of the ride vehicle. Guests will sit in gyrokinetic pods and roll along a track before stopping in front of a giant robot arm. This robot arm will hoist you into the air, where you'll make several high-speed maneuvers inspired by Iron Man and some other Avengers that I will select based on merit and whomever picks up my FaceTime calls on the first ring. Downey joked. Transferring from a track to a robot arm and then back again, nothing like this has ever been done before in the theme parks, and we're excited about it. Bruce Vaughn said, usually we hide all the tech behind the scenes so you can focus on the story. Here, the tech is the story. So we're putting it front and center. So you'll be able to visually see it all. And I have a video to showcase that as well. We have a couple videos. They gave us this one.
The fact is, we're taking our guests inside Tony's workshop, filled with cutting-edge technology, of course, and we're developing it in ways we never have before. For instance, you're going to sit in something we're calling a gyrokinetic pod.
Now, that's a term only a lawyer could love.
Yes, indeed. And in this pod, you'll roll along a track as the experience begins, eventually stopping in front of a massive robot arm. The arm reaches down, grabs the pod, lifts you off the track, where you'll make several high-speed maneuvers inspired by Iron Man and maybe some of the other Avengers.
Yes, that I will select based on merit and whomever picks up my FaceTime calls on the first ring.
I've learned that about you. Okay. So after your flight, the arm sets you back on the track, and you zip off again to go back into the park. Now, let me tell you, transferring from a track to a robot arm,
crazy,
and then back again with humans in a pod and the superhero. The fact is, we're taking our guests in.
And then they also showcase this different look.
Continue loading Stark Flight Lab at Tony Stark's workshop. Initializing Stark Flight Lab system diagnostics complete. Repulsor status optimal. Stabilization matrix calibrated. Welcome to an advanced flight experiment designed by Imagineers with Tony Stark. Stand by for dancer interpretation. Robot arms influenced. Emotion in motion is engaged. Initiating pre-launch in 3, 2, 1. Continue loading.
You know, when this presentation all went down, this one to me was the most shocking because it's just like, what is going on? So we're just gonna be flung around, kind of thing. Oh man, this ride is just very new and different to a Disney park. We haven't had that ever. You know, stuff like this has been at theme parks, other places, but not Disney. But it's cool to see ride systems. They got a lot of this stuff already online, obviously for testing and all that. But you're just gonna be flung around. Oh man, wild. Yeah. All right. You know, the thing about that experience, I'm assuming you're just gonna kind of go on a screen and then like, all right, let's fly like Iron Man, kind of, or get the feel of Iron Man. Like, what other Avenger could be chosen here to, you know, I guess Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel, because she flies. I don't know. Oh man. Well, we'll see how that ride plays out. That's the second expansion ride that we're getting. We're getting Infinity Defense and then the Stark Flight Lab. All right. Let's keep going. Is that it? Yeah, that's it for that. So, really cool looks on all that Marvel expansion at Disneyland Resort, Disney California Adventure. And then to finish off, they posted this one. I guess it's just a recap of it all. But that's what we're doing in this video. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Let me make sure on my Instagram. How can I not? We got to talk about this. When they were also talking about Avengers, this got mentioned this summer at Disneyland. I thought of Avenger Campus, right? That's the Marvel Land. And California Adventure, no. Fantastic Four will be making their debut to meet and greet. So we're going to have Sue Storm, Reed Richards, Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm, all coming to Tomorrowland. So they're not going to California Adventure. They're going to Tomorrowland in specific. And they're going to be coming just in time before the movie debuts, as Disney's all about the synergy machine. And they did announce as well that Herbie, the Herbie droid, will be coming as well. I don't know how the Herbie droid's gonna, like, is it something that will be rolling around, or will it be like behind ropes and you just kind of look at it? I don't know. They didn't really mention, but they said Herbie will be coming to Tomorrowland here at Disneyland Resort. So more droids. I love it. Lots of cool storytelling going on with technology. I don't know what kind of outfits are we going to get. You know, are they going to look like this? Are they all going to just be human? I don't know. I don't know how this is all going to play out, but it's going to be so cool to see these outfits at Disneyland Resort. My goodness gracious. I can't forget about that. That was like one of the coolest announcements. But that is it. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Mando flying through the air with our new Mandalorian experience. This is just cool. Everything that got announced today, I'm super hyped. And they said, you know, I don't know if they stick to all this, that it was all going to be done within 5 years. So things could really be coming to life in the next 2 to 3 years. I've heard lots of talk that Avenger Campus expansion will kind of be done in pieces. So the Tony Stark Flight Lab, that could be done first. And then eventually it just opens up to Infinity Defense and whatever else expansion the land's going to get for Avenger Campus. But man, next year it seems like it's going to be really hype. It's going to be a lot of hype. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching Five Fires YouTube. Just wanted to recap all the stuff that went down at South by Southwest. Disney's on fire. Keep it going. And we still got tons of news that are probably going to debut at Destination D23, which will be in August this year. It'll be something done in Walt Disney World, but we'll be covering all that news. So Disney is important to you, specifically Disneyland. Please subscribe, and we got lots to talk about in the near future. Love to hear your thoughts on all this. Post in the comments right now. Hit the like button before you get out of here. Hit it. Hit the like button. We're firing it down. Love y'all.